What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Christopher Pasta back again, dropping another video. As y'all can see from the title, man, Steve-O X Nature. You might be wondering, where did you get that title from? Well, today I got myself a Liquid Death. If you don't get the reference, man, then just stop watching, please. Nah, I'm just playing, but for right now outside, man. I decided, you know what? Because today, for some reason, you know, I was at home and stuff, and I was a little bored. I started kind of like mind wandering, and I figured, you know what, might as well film another video. Usually, how it goes over here, man. You start mind wandering, and these ideas start popping. Now, I didn't actually think of filming today, but as I went outside to just, you know, go on a walk, because I am out here on a walk and stuff, I decided, you know what, man, I might as well film a video while I'm at it. And so here we are, man. So if I do sound a little nasally, it's because I am actually just right now getting through a little bit of a mild cold, but I'm recovering, so everything's looking pretty good. But man, I just kind of was out here and I started to think, like, to myself, like, nature, like, there's just such a stillness to nature. It's almost, I mean, we hear it all the time, but it's genuinely like a natural antidepressant, a natural anti-anxiolytic, or anxiolytic, I should say. It's a natural, like, just mood lifter, a natural calmer, a natural vibe. I mean, there's really no other way to put it. And maybe it's because of my bond with nature itself, because perhaps if you have I'm sure that there's people who genuinely have a negative view of nature, and they view nature as some kind of bad thing that you need to avoid. I can't see these bugs, they got me tweaking, etc. But for me, it's never been that way. I mean, since I was a little kid, I used to enjoy bugs. I used to enjoy researching them and interacting with them. And so as I got older, I kind of lost the passion a little. But, you know, being here, I kind of reconnected with it as well again. And, you know, as I was walking here, I've had some experiences in the past year where in nature I've kind of found a lot of answers, a lot of things that I thought about or how I had in my mind. I was able to kind of piece together and work with and work around and work through by being in nature. It's allowed me to think more positively, think more, I guess, peacefully, and it's allowed me to be more in the present, I suppose. The bugs as well. I've honestly almost, I'm not gonna say I've completely lost any kind of like negative connotation to bugs, because I mean, obviously if I see like a cockroach or something, I'm still gonna be a little, like, you know, eked out or whatever. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys, being out here, having all these dragonflies and beetle flies that have, like, you know, the glowing wings, and, you know, the ants, and even hearing the noises of the bugs, like, it doesn't tweak me out anymore. I think when I was even like a younger, like not even that long ago, maybe like 2 years ago, I would still sometimes get those feelings where it's like I would be like I liked bugs, but I liked them from a distance. It's like now I don't even honestly like mind having bugs around me, if that makes sense. Like, obviously if I'm at home, okay, maybe there, but like in terms of when I'm outside, or just even just I mean, guys, even just the thought of like when I have to kill a bug, for example, right? I mean, I sometimes feel kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, I don't know why. I just sometimes like think to myself, like, dude, that bug has a family. Like, it's got people, it's got ecosystem around it and stuff. And I don't know. To me, it's just almost like when you mindlessly kill bugs, I think, and I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm so like, oh, like he never, you can't kill bugs. Obviously, we kind of have to. I mean, humans, they're gonna do what they're gonna do and stuff. We eat chicken, we eat meat, unless you're a vegan, of course. But still, man, like I definitely have a heart for bugs. I have a heart for just honestly animals in general. Like I think even just like chickens and meat. Like yes, I eat meats, but at the same time, like I'm hoping that the meat I'm eating is at least the actual animals are living a good life. Like I don't want them to be like getting fed all kinds of garbage and what I'm saying, like being fed all kinds of pesticides and this and that. And while I'm not the richest, so I can't necessarily be buying the most expensive things, I hope in the future that when I do have more, I guess, available income, I'm able to actually like buy like really high quality things, But yeah, man, honestly seeing the bugs and everything, like it really is just nice. And the flowers, man. Sometimes I think like, because I look around, I think to myself, okay, everything's formed. All these, like, the way that they lay it out, right? The way they laid out let me show you guys. Like they laid it out a certain way, right? So in a sense, we just reformed what was already there, and so it got me thinking. That's the whole story of humans, in a sense. We always just reform whatever was, and just keep building upon it. Pretty simple, right? It's simple, but it's powerful. I mean, it's just the way it is. Look at these sunflowers. See if y'all can see it. Alright, man. That might be the thumbnail, I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, man. Even the clouds themselves, like, they're just so nice. The stillness of everything is just nice, man. The stillness of just the world. When you don't have this, that, the third bogging you. When you don't have, school and work and jobs and homework and this and that and the third, and the cars and finances and I'm not saying any of that is bad stuff. We need that stuff. We need to be balanced. But sometimes, man, you genuinely just gotta pause. You just have to pause and actually just like take in what is around you and stop constantly, trying to like, do this, do that, and you can't even turn off your almost head because it's like you're constantly thinking, what's next? Like you're constantly trying to almost click around. And this is honestly something that I think about whenever I am clicking around. Like say I'm like scrolling on like YouTube or something, or I'm scrolling through like even just my phone, I'll think to myself, and honestly I think that this is why honestly a lot of our new generation, like I'm talking people my generation, like 20 years old and stuff, 20 or 30, maybe younger and stuff, why there's so much more like ADHD and mental issues and all this. I honestly think it's a lot of it has to do with a lot of things, right? But I think one of the biggest things too is just the fact that like we don't spend enough time just literally in the world, like the genuine world. I'm talking like you're outside, you're feeling the grass, you're feeling the air, you're feeling, you're smelling the roses and stuff. Like I honestly think that in of itself could honestly help so much people, because it's helped me. And trust me, guys, I've dealt with so much things. I'm not saying it's completely the all cure, this, that. I mean, it might facilitate something that pushes you to that, but like, if you haven't been outside, go outside. Like it genuinely might help you. I mean, it will help you. I can't see it not helping you. I mean, if it doesn't help you, it's like I don't know what else to say to you, to be honest. Um, I mean, there's even studies on the fact that nature, is a natural antidepressant. I mean, I'm pretty sure it helps release certain hormones like serotonin, like dopamine. It regulates your mood. It regulates your circadian rhythm. All this stuff. It's in the literature, right? And it's that way for a reason, right? We were made to be in rhythm, in certain synchronies, right? That's how we're developed. That's how we are. That's how our autonomic nervous system works. It works in pulses. It works in rhythm. It works in certain, um, you know, flux and stuff. And so, with that being said, um, I just wanted to drop this little video, man. Now, to finish the video off, because this is Steve O X Nature, and you can't have Steve O without Liquid Death. Shout out to Steve O though, man. Honestly, one of my favorite podcasters, bro. If one day I could ever have if there's one person I could have like a podcast with, like a guest, bro, Steve O would genuinely be up there, alongside some other folks. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Let me see if I can get the nice little. Hold up. Hold up. I'm left-handed, so it's a little hard with the right. Hold up, boys. Let me see. Let me see. Come on. Oh man, it doesn't have that click. It doesn't have that click, boys. It doesn't have that click. But let me crack it. Cheers. Yeah, man. Cheers, boys. I hope you guys are having a good day, man. I really do. Like I said, if you guys haven't been outside in nature, just go outside, man. If you feel like trash, if you feel like anhedonic, if you feel lethargic, if you feel any kind of just anything, even if you feel positive, like, just go outside, bro. Just go. Wow. That's a pretty good flavor. That's the mango chainsaw. I've tried one other one. I've just recently started trying them, actually. But this one so far is really good. Hold on. Maybe it's my gum, though. Let me spit it out. Let me spit it out real quick. I wish there was a trash can around here. Alright. Let's see if that's actually in my head. Nah. That's solid. That's a solid mango. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's a solid mango, my boy. But yeah, man, that's Christopher Pasta, man. Signing out. Hope you guys liked this little, I don't know, I guess real video. So, see you.